Probably just like greenhouse gas emissions is like the biggest like climate change issue, and how to like find energy efficient ways to keep our like energy uses sustainable. I think is one of the biggest issues that we have.
I have pretty much the same answer, just the climate crisis. It's finally, it seems like it's becoming more on people's radars. People are paying attention to it and starting to care about it a lot more because it is such a serious problem.
I am personally most concerned about unrenewable energy sources, because I think that in a short time, those unrenewable energy sources aren't just going to have an effect on the environment, even though that's kind of the biggest effect they have now. I think in a short time they'll have effect on the economy, which will increase poverty and employment and lots of other sort of broader sort of problems if we don't sort of move away from those resources that we might not have in a couple of years.
The mind, being able to buy into different ideas and concepts. There's a lot of controversy on either side that has a lot of weight in terms of how our society operates. So on either side, in some regards, individuals believe that sustainability is a hoax, and in other regards, individuals trust that it's something that will actually save our earth. So I think it's the mind and being able to understand, and sort of comprehend some of the challenges that we face within our populations, no matter where you live in the world.
I guess it would be right now seeing just the forest fires in Australia and seeing all of the rainforest destruction in Amazon. These aspects, just the results and the effects of, so with the forest fires in Australia, the effects of climate change, and so really working on making sure that the rainforest doesn't keep getting destroyed, hopefully getting public support, and not just simply support, but actual money, funding, and an understanding from governments that this is something that's important, that people want it, and actually being able to make change towards that.
That's such a hard question. For Canada, I would definitely say it's the issue around how climate and sustainability is tied back to its history of colonialism, how it's tied back to the current conditions of marginalization of Indigenous peoples, and how if we really want to focus on sustainability, it needs to come hand in hand with reconciliation. So definitely Indigenous issues, Indigenous rights, those I think are the biggest sustainability issues.
I think personally is people feeling like they do not have enough power to change this big issue. It's big like climate change, or oftentimes I hear from many of my friends or like students that, hey, like me alone turning off the lights wouldn't save the world, or me alone doing recycling doesn't change the things. But I strongly believe that this is just these small actions that eventually lead into bigger costs and changes, and each of us has power to act on it and also empower others to make the movement bigger.
Probably the capitalist systems, because unfortunately it leads to large levels of industrialization, whether it's cities, whether it's agricultural, and it always leads to some form of exploitation, either of the people, the land, or the animals. And it's really unfortunate, and I feel like that's a large part of the climate crisis as well, is that the system of exploitation.
It's not just of 2020, but of the past several hundred years, where the dominant system of capitalism and patriarchy and colonialism has systematically destroyed like traditional ways of being and other ways of relating to the land.